hear this for the second time. But about 6 months ago, we got named the happiest state. There was an article that came out in the Morning Advocate, or some survey that said we're the happiest state. And then 2 weeks ago, Business Week said that we were the laziest state. And our health records show that we're the most obese state. And so as the Lieutenant Governor, I have to go out and promote welcome to fat, happy, and lazy. Okay, but make sure we understand that the lazy part has nothing to do with our work ethic. It was all about how we approach leisure time, because I would put our work ethic, especially Cajun people, against anybody on the planet. And what that report said was that how Louisianians enjoy their leisure time. And I think today is all about a celebration of some of that leisure time. And I'll share a story with you. I want you to keep y'all focused. Remain, I mean, you're going to have your trials, your tribulations, but stay focused. And just real quick, in 2000, I had been elected as the first parish president. And by the end of the year, it was time for, I needed to get away for a little while. We have 5 kids. My sister lives in Minnesota. I'm one of 9 kids. So I thought we would go up to Minnesota to visit my sister. And we did that in December. And if you drive on Interstate 49, okay, from Alexandria to Natchitoches, there's nothing. There's not a whole bunch. And let's go back 10 years, there was even less. It was so cold on our way up there, it even snowed for the Independence Bowl in Shreveport that year. So you can figure what it was in Iowa and Minnesota, right? But along the way between Alexandria and Natchitoches, my wife leans over and she says, Scott, we're almost out of gas. And we had our SUV loaded with our 5 kids and we're pulling a U-Haul. And she said, you know, if one of your constituents would have been in this vehicle, I'm sure you would have took care of her. But here you got your 5 kids, and we're going to Minnesota, and you didn't even get gas before we left Brobridge. You know, what kind of parish president are you? I said, look, don't worry, we're going to work. Look, I said, I've been here before, we're going to get off on the exit. And again, for those of you who travel between Alexandria and Natchitoches on those exits, there's absolutely nothing. This story is about keeping focus, okay? You're going to remember this story. So I get off on the exit, look around, nothing, get back on, get back off, get back on. It's at nighttime, and I'm starting to get a little worried now. Maybe it's not going to work as according to my plan. And sure enough, I'm going through my options, and I'm thinking it's dark, it's December, I'm on I-49, I can either leave my wife and my 5 kids, and I can go get gas when we run out, or I can stay in the vehicle and let her go get gas. And neither one of those options are very appealing to her. But we do what every family has done at one time or another. We actually make it and we run out of gas at the gas pump, right? And the next morning, she says, that night, she says, we're going to sleep in Natchitoches tonight. I'm like, baby, we're going to Minnesota. There's no way we can sleep in Natchitoches tonight. And she said, oh yeah, we going to sleep in Natchitoches tonight. You damn right we're going to do it. So we checked into the hotel in Natchitoches. I mean, the water in the radiator wasn't even warm yet because we had just left Brobridge an hour and a half ago, right? So we sleep in Natchitoches our first night on our way to Minnesota. Kind of an embarrassing revelation here. But nonetheless, she wakes up the next morning and says, look, I got a new deal for you. When we get to 1/4, we're going to stop and fill up. And I said, when we get down to 1/4, no. When you burn a quarter, you're going to stop and get gas. So you driving an SUV and you driving an SUV and you put in a U-Haul, that's about every 42 miles you stopping to get gas. We stop in Texarkana, and I'm going to wrap this story up because this is about the loss of focus. We stop in Texarkana and we get some things for the family. We put some of it in the SUV and we put some of the things in the U-Haul, and we gone, and I'm the man again, and we stop at every 42 miles, and life's great. And she's looking for film. She ran out of film in her camcorder. She's looking for film and she can't find it. I said, she got the kids looking for it. I said, don't you worry. If it's not in the back, it's probably in the U-Haul. And we're going to stop and get gas in a little while so we'll get it for you. So sure enough, I get up there, and we're in the state of Iowa. I'll roll up the U-Haul. She gets in the back. She starts looking for it. I get my $4 worth of gas. I walk inside to get me some hot chocolate. She comes to meet me and she says, you know, I can't find that film. That film is not in there. And this story is about losing focus, man. All right? And sure enough, she comes inside. She says, I don't know where it's at. I said, look, I'm going to get me some hot chocolate. I'm sure it's in the back. I'm sure that film is in the back. You just need to go look. So sure enough, I get her hot chocolate. I get my hot chocolate. I go out. I get into the vehicle, and I put my coffee and the hot chocolate, whatever it was, in the console, and I take off. And Jean-Paul, who is our youngest son and by far his mother's favorite, says, Dad, where's Mom? And this is about losing focus. And I'm like, well, Mama's in the back. He said, what you mean? I said, well, Mama's in the back. Mama's in the back looking for that film. And in our family, in Brokerhead, the back is the back, and the third seat is the back, right? When you got SUV. I said, well, Mama's in the back. So he jumped over and he jumped back and he said, Dad, he's about 6 years old. Mama's not in the back, and Mama's not in the back. I think Mama's in the back of this thing we pulling. So I pull off on I-35 in Iowa, and my wife comes out the back of the U-Haul with a tear in her eye, wanted to know if I was playing some kind of joke. And I wasn't playing a joke. I had completely lost focus that my wife was even on this trip with me. Okay? And I share that story with you because, number one, it's true. And I thought I was going to renew my wedding vows in Minnesota, and that didn't happen. It was a long week up there. But I will tell you that you are going to have times where you're going to lose focus. And remember this story that you gotta stay at it. There's going to be times when you're going to want to give up here. But I believe that what will happen here, you know, with regards to some of the things our economy is going through in this nation, where we vacate. The new word I'm hearing now is a staycation, okay? And what's going to happen here is there'll be memories, but there'll be American families, and there'll be Louisiana families who are going to get in touch with one another again, who are going to do the barbecue and the fishing, the things that we know in South Louisiana that we're good at. So keep it up, and it's good to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve you. We got a lot of challenges ahead, but the best days of Louisiana ahead of us. Thank y'all very much.